After going through the 5 versions of Dragon Warrior Monsters 1, I will now be going through Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, Terra's Adventure and Kobi's Journey, which are basically the same game with very, very minor differences between them. Seriously, there was no reason to make these 2 separate games, other than to try and, for the first time in this series, rip off Pokemon. I need to get this out of the way, otherwise I'll forget while writing the script. There was an urban legend online shortly after these games came out that lasted well into the 2008 time period, of there being 3 ultra-rare monsters and almost nobody knew if they were real, and if so, how to get them. They are Kagebou, which is related to Watabou and Warbou, and Ibou, except he is brown and orange with a sleeping hat on. Next is Dimensaur, which is a dinosaur coming out of a dimension portal. Third is Lamia, which is a giant colorful bird. Yes, they are real, and only 75 of each were given away during a Nintendo event in which you'd write in and they'd pick 75 lucky winners to send their game in to get the beast, and they'd send the game back to you. Dimensaur's max level is 9 for some reason. I don't know why Nintendo did that, so if you want to get him to a breedable level, you'll need cheats. Luckily, I'm going to post the cheats right here, and in the description. Honestly, their base stats are trash unless you breed them 6 or more times. With that out of the way, it's time to get to the review. This game will be judged on 3 criteria: graphics, music, and core loop. Core loop are things that must be repeated over and over again that can make a game boringly repetitive or make a game incredibly fun. First up are graphics. This game's graphics are a huge improvement over the first Monsters game. Colors are more spread out, areas are more vivid, and a lot of monsters from the first game have more dynamic colors or even altered colors. The island and homeworlds are absolutely gorgeous. I am madly in love with the Sky World. You also get abilities in this game which are akin to HMs and TMs in Pokemon, yet you don't teach these to your monsters. They're given to you by Warbou from legendary items you have to find. Monsters can now be found on the land or in the colorful sea. Everything just seems more detailed to me compared to the first game. I absolutely love the variety of graphics and level layouts. Gameplay also seems faster than in the first game too. This includes walking and battle animations. Speaking so much of the first game, Terry makes an appearance as an optional boss once you beat Limbo World. The keys you have to gather are also very detailed despite only appearing for a few seconds on screen. Music. The music sounds more varied as well, with a greater variety of songs and more detail added to the songs. The main home theme of Great Log is just so mystical, you get a relaxed feeling hearing it. The song from Limbo is also unsettling. The cheery tune of the Pirate World, which plays in a lot of other key worlds as well. This just happens to be the place I most associate with it. Core loop. Breeding returns. This time the name of the monster that will be created shows on the top right of the screen rather than having to confirm 2 monsters like in the first game before you can find out what's going to be created. That's a huge quality of life improvement. There are 312 monsters in this game, which at the time in Pokemon Gold, Crystal, and Silver, there were only 251 in those games. Breeding in these games never gets old. Burdensome, but never old. Everything about the Dragon Warrior Monsters series is fun to me. I'd give Terra and Cobi a 10 out of 10. These games are just incredibly great. They're different enough from the first game, but they don't feel so different that you're confused when you pick them up to play. It's like you're playing a DLC patch of the first game with the option of being a male or a female depending on which version you buy. Now it's time for more differences between Dragon Warrior Monsters and Pokemon. At this point in time, games up until Dragon Warrior Monsters 2 and Pokemon Crystal will be compared. In Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, your character uses powers given to you by Warbou to traverse obstacles, such as flying. In Pokemon, you have to teach your Pokemon HMs and TMs to traverse certain obstacles. In Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, you travel to cities and towns via walking a map-like overworld, and the game quickly loads into the town or city once you step on the icon. In Pokemon, you travel via routes and most of the time walk directly into the city you're headed to with no loading screen.